Hare Krishna, welcome to all devotees. Today we continue Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2nd, Chapter 9, Answers by citing the Lord's Version, Shloka Kramanka 2. In this shloka, we understand about I and mine, the root material bondage. We start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam
Narayanam Namaskritya
Namaskritya Naram
Naram
Chaiva
Chaiva
Narottamam
Narottamam
Devim
Devim
Saraswatim
Saraswatim
Vyasam
Vyasam
Tata
Tatah
Jayam
Jayam
Udire
Udire
Nashtaprayeshu
Nashtaprayeshu
Abhadreshu
Abhadreshu
Nityam
Nityam
Bhagavata
Bhagavata
Sevaya
Sevaya
Bhagavati
Bhagavati
Uttama
Uttama Shloke
Shloke
Bhakti
Bhakti
Bhavati
Bhavati Naishtiki.
Naishtiki.
Hare Krishna. Bahurupa iva abhati
बहुरूप इव आभाति
Mayaya Bahurupaya
मायया बहुरूपया
Ramamanah Guneshu Asyaha
रममाणः गुणेषु अस्याः
Mama Aham Iti Manyate
मम अहम् इति मन्यते
Bahurupa iva abhati
बहुरूप इव आभाति
Mayaya Bahurupaya
मायया बहुरूपया
Ramamanah Guneshu Asyaha
रममाणः गुणेषु अस्याः
Mama Aham Iti Manyate
मम अहम् इति मन्यते
Bahurupa iva abhati Mayaya Bahurupaya Ramamanah Guneshu Asyaha Mama Aham Iti Manyate. Hare Krishna.
बहुरूप इव आभाति मायया बहुरूपया रममाणः गुणेषु अस्या मम अहम् इति मन्यते.
Translation and purport by the Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The illusion living entity appears in so many forms offered by the external energy of the Lord. While enjoying in the modes of material nature, the encaged living entity misconceived, thinking in terms of I and my purport. The different forms of the living entities are different dresses offered by the illusory external energy of the Lord according to the modes of nature the living being desires to enjoy. The external material energy is represented by the three modes, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. So, even in the material nature, there is a chance of independent choice by the living entity. And according to his choice, the material energy offers him different varieties of material bodies. There are 9 lakh varieties of material bodies in the water, 20 lakh vegetables bodies, 11 lakh worms and reptiles, 10 lakh forms of birds, 30 lakh different bodies of beasts, and 4 lakh human forms. Altogether, there are 84 lakhs varieties of bodies in different planets of the universe, and the living entity is traveling by so many transmigrations according to different modes of enjoying spirit within himself. Even in one particular body, the living entity changes from childhood to boyhood, from boyhood to youth, from youth to old age, and from old age to another body created by his own action. The living entity creates his own body by his personal desires, and the external energy of the Lord supplies him the exact
Form.
form by which he can enjoy his desires to the fullest extent. The tiger wanted to enjoy the blood of another animal, and therefore, by the grace of the Lord, the material energy supplied him the body of the tiger with facilities for enjoying blood from another animal. Similarly, a living entity desiring to get the body of a demigod in a higher planet can also get it by the grace of the Lord. And if he is intelligent enough, he can desire to get a spiritual body to enjoy the company of the Lord, and he will get it. So the minute freedom of the living entity can be fully utilized, and the Lord is so kind that he will award the living entity the same type of body he desires. The living entity's desiring is like dreaming of a golden mountain. A person knows what a mountain is, and he knows also what gold is. Out of his desire only, he dreams of a golden mountain. And when the dream is over, he sees nothing else in his presence. He finds in his awakened state that there is neither gold nor a mountain. And what to speak of a golden mountain? The different positions of the living entities in the material world under multifarious manifestations of bodies are due to the misconception of mind and I. The karmi thinks of this world as mine, and the Gyanis think I am everything. The whole material conception of the politics, sociology, philanthropy, altruism, etc., conceived by the conditioned soul is on the basis of this misconceived I and mind, which are products of a strong desire to enjoy material life. Identification with the body and the place where the body is obtained under different conception of socialism, nationalism, family affection, and so on and so forth is all due together forgetfulness of the real nature of the living entity, and the whole misconception of the bewildered living entity can be removed by the association of Shukdev Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit, as all this is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Om
Om
Jnana
ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य
Timirandasya Jnananjana
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
Shalakaya
चक्षुरुन्मिलितं
Chakshurunmilitam
येन
Ena
तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले
स्वयं
स्वयं रूपः
रूपः
कदा
कदा मह्यं
मह्यं
ददाति
ददाति
स्वपदान्तिकं
स्वपदान्तिकं।
वन्दे
वन्दे
अहं
अहं
श्रीगुरोः
श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं
श्रीयुतपदकमलं
श्रीगुरून्
श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च
वैष्णवांश्च
श्रीरूपं
श्रीरूपं
साग्रजातं
साग्रजातं
सहगण
सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं
रघुनाथान्वितं तं
तं
सजीवम्
सजीवं सद्वैतं
साद्वैतं सावधूतं
सावधूतं
परिजनसहितं
परिजनसहितं
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान्
श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान्
सहगण
सहगण
ललिता
ललिता
श्रीविशाखान्वितां
श्रीविशाखान्वितां
च
च
नम
नम
ॐ
ॐ
विष्णुपादाय
विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय
भूतले
भूतले
श्रीमते
श्रीमते
भक्तिवेदान्त
भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामिनिति
स्वामिनिति
नामिने
नामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वते
सरस्वती
देवे
देवे
गौरवाणी
गौरवाणी
प्रचारिणे
प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेष
निर्विशेष
शून्यवादी
शून्यवादी
पाश्चात्य
पाश्चात्य
देश तारिणे
देशतारिणे
वाञ्छा
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा
कृपा
सिन्धुभ्य
सिन्धुभ्य
एव
एव
च
च
पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमो
नमो
नमः।
नमः।
जय
जय
श्री
श्री
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य
चैतन्य
प्रभु
प्रभु
नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री
श्री
अद्वैत
अद्वैत गदाधर
गदाधर
श्रीवासादि
श्रीवासादि
गौर
गौर
भक्त
भक्त
वृंद।
वृंद।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
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 हरे
हरे
हरे।
हरे
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 राम
राम
हरे
हरे
राम
राम
राम राम
राम
हरे
हरे हरे।
हरे।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
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 हरे
हरे हरे।
हरे।
हरे
हरे
राम
राम हरे
हरे
राम
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 राम हरे
हरे हरे।
हरे।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
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 हरे
हरे
हरे।
हरे।
हरे
हरे
राम
राम
हरे
हरे
राम
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 राम हरे
हरे
हरे।
Hare
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण।
Today we continuing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2nd, Chapter 9, answers by citing the Lord's version. In this shloka, here they describing about the illusion living entity appears in so many forms, which which giving uh, law external energy of the Lord giving to the living entities, and while uh, they enjoying this form in the mode of the material nature means goodness, passion, and ignorance, and they engage the living entities misconceived, thinking that this is uh, all is I, everything is mine, like that they confuse and they bind by I and mine. This described in this shloka, and they again describe about the 84 lakhs yonis. What are these? Prabhuji will tell us in nicely in detail. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So many thanks, Mataji. As Mataji was talking about this 84 lakh species, so it's not that they are all of a sudden created; they are available all over the universe, and that actually why it is happening is being explained today. So as we saw, Parikshit Maharaj had raised very wonderful questions. And in response to that, Shukdev Goswami ji has started responding. And the first part out of the 7 parts of this chapter is this Shloka 1 to 3, which makes us understand the cause of soul accepting body. And even in that, the first two are defining. Where we get the answer that due to Maya, soul feels connection with body. And what is the result of this feeling? Suffers from aham mamaiti conceptions. The illusion results into problems. So how and why is what the whole discussion Prabhupada ji is doing. As we have seen, the living entity becomes under the influence of this Lord's external energy. Now, this Lord's external energy is called as the Maya. And these 84 lakh bodies that we are talking about is something which is being made by Maya. So living entity appears in these forms because of Maya. And what does it do? Because of that, it feels that I'm enjoying in the modes of material nature, which means goodness, passion, ignorance. Though actually it is being poked, but it feels that it is enjoying in the modes, so it remains trapped in the false conceptions of I and mine. These living entities and their different bodies is something which we need to understand in detail. The various bodies that living entities obtain, they're like dresses offered by the illusory energy according to the desires of the soul. So, this goodness, passion, ignorance, these modes of material nature, they govern this arrangement because of the effects and their internal conflagration. Different desires come, and accordingly, the different results also. And according to his choice of enjoyment, the living being is placed in different bodies. Krishna is so merciful. I will give whatever you want. You wanted to be the controller? I have given you this world. Be the controller. And even in this world, I am giving you 8.4 million dresses. Take whatever you want. So this could be, say, 9 lakh aquatics, 20 lakh trees and plants, 11 lakh worms and reptiles, 10 lakh birds, 30 lakh beasts, animals, and 4 lakh humans. Now, and even in the lifetime, the body changes from childhood to youth to old age and then again to another. Now, something very striking comes here. 4 lakh humans. Who could be those 4 lakh humans? Chinese, Indian, Finns. No, this categorization is not on the basis of just external bodily features. What the Shastras talk about is that these species, they are categorized also on the basis of swabhava, nature. And that is most important criteria for categorization. So Prabhupada ji in the purport gives the example that Krishna fulfills all desires. A soul desires that he should be taking blood, eating blood. Krishna says, take the tiger's body. Sometimes a soul desires, I need to have heavenly enjoyment. Krishna says, take demigod's body. But Krishna also gives the ultimate choice. One desiring eternal service to the Lord receives the spiritual body fit for Vaikuntha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So ultimately, everything boils down to our choice. What do we choose? But what we choose gets governed by our nature, and that swabhava gets governed by what have been our previous karmas and their results that are there. And Krishna just waits for us to decide that we accept the eternal position. Bhaunam janmana mante dhanvan mam prapadyante vasudeva sarvamiti sam mahatma sudurlabha. So we have to be very careful the moment we get this human body. Because in none other bodily feature we have the choice to get out of this cycle of birth, old age, disease, and death. But unfortunately, we get entangled in the false concepts of I and mine. And these misconceptions, they bind the soul. The karmis, that is those who are into karma yoga, they think this world is mine. The jnanis, even the jnana yogis, they think I am everything. So based on these false ideas only, if you see, arise the politics, sociology, philanthropy, altruism, nationalism, socialism, family attachments, and family discords also. All are products of forgetfulness of our real nature as eternal servants of the Lord. In Bhagavatam, we'll be studying in the 10th canto, 84th chapter, 13th shloka. यस्यात्म बुद्धि कुडपे त्रिधातुके स्वधि कलत्रादिषु भौमयी चियधि यति अर्थ बुद्धि सलिलेन करचित जनेषु अभद्नेषु स एव गोखर. Which means that a man who identifies the body as the self, his kinsmen as bodily byproducts, his land of birth as worshipable, and goes to pilgrimage only to bathe without seeking saintly association is no better than a cow or an ass. So it is our choice whether we want to continue as an ass or we want to actually understand our real position, that we are just servants of Krishna. जीवेर स्वरूप है कृष्णेर नित्यदास. Because this misidentification brings so many dangers with it. Ideally, everything in this world belongs to Krishna. Matter belongs to Krishna. Soul, that is spirit, belongs to Krishna. And we studied it in Ishopnishad. Isha avasyam idam sarvam. But out of illusion, people think this is mine. Prabhupada ji in one of the lectures gives an example of a crime of that time which happened in America. There was an old wealthy couple, famous singers. They used to live in a mansion. And they used to think that all this belongs to us, the wealth belongs to them. One day, they were attacked by a black robber. And in that, the lady was killed. The wealth could not save them. They could not take anything with her. But see the result, the tragedy which stemmed from the false idea of ownership. And it is not only material ownership. People think, I am the owner of my family members. How come they don't listen to me? They have to listen. And that's where the friction starts. That is why Prabhupada talks of the grip of material desires. Strong desire to enjoy this world leads to bondage in lust, anger, greed, and envy. And as a result of that, we suffer from the threefold miseries: Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, and Adhidevika. We have studied this previously. So I'll not get into the details of that, but would like to narrate one example which Prabhupada always gives in his discourses about the monkey being hunted, the monkey hunter example. What the hunter does is he simply keeps one bottle with fruit or maybe some chanas, nuts in it, and he keeps it there, a bucket or a bottle or a cage. The monkey puts his hand into it to grab it. He picks it up. But now, the moment the hand is converted with something, its circumference increases and it cannot come out that limited inlet, and which is also the outlet. Now, it is very easy for the monkey that it should simply leave go of whatever is there, bring his hand out, and he can go. Now, the hunter comes to capture him, but still the monkey refuses to let go and is caught. Similarly, our stubborn grip on I and mine makes us by the Maya. And what this I does is, it is always followed by J, the English alphabets. I is followed by J. J is jealousy. If I am having something, I own this. The moment we find someone else has something else, how come he has that? And then the race begins. The friction start. And the story is same everywhere. So what is important to understand is, what is the real I? The true identity is that we are eternal servants of Krishna. Krishnera Nityadas. But then we get into this false concept of I am this body, sense gratification is my goal, and this results in the soul being always in the cycle of this death and birth and death and birth, and it continues. But look at devotees, the quality of a true devotee. A genuine devotee, a Vaishnava, is satisfied in any condition. He accepts both happiness and sufferings as the grace of the Lord. So whatever happens, he says, it's okay. Worst of the things, it's okay. Laid off from the job, he said, it's okay. Krishna says, what is your problem? No problem. In fact, they feel that I have got only so much little trouble. Ideally, I should have got much more trouble. But look how merciful my Krishna is. He gives me only this much trouble. So real surrender means that in all situations, I remain Krishna's. It's not conditional surrender. If Krishna fulfills my terms, then I will serve. No, that is not devotion. That is business. No, how come this is not fulfilled? I'll now stop chanting. How come my child does not listen to me? No more chanting, no more doing this. Are, that is business. That's not devotion. We are here to do devotion. We are here to serve Krishna. We are not here to give and take with Krishna. So a surrendered devotee never loses faith even in apparent suffering. We have so many examples of saints. Many of them have had bad spouses. But look at the other effect of that. They never got attached to family life and they could serve Krishna and they came and became saints. Even Prabhupada ji had to suffer so much because of his wife. But that is what Krishna does. It tests, and the moment you succeed, you pass this test, then you get the real test of Krishna's love. And for that, what is important is that we cure this eye and mind disease. Association of devotees is the cure. This entire illusion is removed only by association of liberated souls like Shukdev Goswami ji and hearing from scriptures like Bhagavatam. Satam prasangan mama virya samvida bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana katha tatta joshanadashva apavarga vartmani shraddharati bhakti anukramishyati. So satam prasangan mama virya samvido. This comes in the 25th shloka, 25th chapter, 3rd canto. In the association of devotees, one's heart becomes purified. So Vaishnava avoids satsanga, materialistic association, and cultivates satsanga, devotional association. Krishna says, where are you having a problem? Asatsanga. Krishna in office, it's only asatsanga. So Krishna says, don't worry, lay off. And the devotee is happy, oh, I am laid off. Now I don't have that material association. Now I have only Bhagavatam, which is Krishna. So me and Krishna. Hari bol. So even book distribution, Harinam, Kirtan, there are opportunities to give others genuine association and take genuine association. And that is where lies the authority of liberated souls. Because conditioned souls, they're bound by four defects. You have studied it previously. They make mistakes, they are illusion, they cheat, and they have imperfect senses. So we must take knowledge only from liberated persons like Vyasdevji and Shukdev Goswami ji, not from mental speculators or philosophers. And so Bhagavatam is our true guide. That is why Nityam Bhagavata Sevana. And we are so lucky that we are getting this knowledge in true Guru Shishya Parampara. And we are able to hear this nectarian discussions. So the conclusion, surrender and true identity. The material world is playground of false ownership of I and mine. This conception leads to bondage, endless suffering. By remembering our identity as Krishna's eternal servant, by hearing from liberated souls, by surrendering unconditionally to Krishna, we can become free. Surrendering means whatever Krishna gives is perfect, even suffering is his mercy. I belong only to him. Such surrender brings true peace and liberation, and that is what is the culmination of Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So the key takeaway from today's shloka, the false I and mind keeps us in bondage like a monkey trapped by its own greed. Real freedom lies in recognizing nothing is mine, everything is Krishna's. I need to surrender fully to him. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.